Hola, mi amigos. I'm John Olson. Bienvenidos to Next Stop, from the longest contiguous sea boulevard in the Americas. Mazatlan, Mexico is known as the Pearl of the Pacific, and we'll show you why. It's comfortable, casual, affordable Mexico at its finest, and it's one of our favorite Mexico destinations. From warm culture to great foods to fun activities to a rockin' nightlife, Mazatlan is en fuego. You'll see. The fun starts ahora, now. There's a multitude of ways to discover Mazatlan. Today we're going to do it the fun way, on the Fun Bus, followed by an art history walking tour. Let's have some fun.
To start first, here on your right we have the Disco Valentino's, one of the largest disco here on Mazatlan. The most unique about this beautiful disco is sited on the top of the natural rock. One nice thing I can hear about Mazatlan, the Malecon, we are the largest one on the whole entire world. We're about 13 miles long and it's about 21 kilometers. This is one of the great sports that we do here on Mazatlan, which is fishing. On the other side we have the beautiful lady and representation of the beautiful woman of Mazatlan as well too. All these guys early in the morning, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, they go straight up to the islands, they do some fishing, they come over here, they get your fish, clean it up, skill it, and sell it to you by the pound. Coming up next, there's a nice monument right here, a continuation of life. And as well here in Mazatlan, you can see a lot of dolphins early in the morning. This monument has about 25 feet high, and then the guy has to jump forward about 4 or 5 feet forward because he has the rocky land, and then he only have about 5 feet. Once he hits the ground, he has to curve back up because everything on the ground is nice and rocky.
You made it. Louis, I like your town.
Well, thank you very much. Welcome.
Thanks for the tour. Now, you're a local guy.
I'm a local guy, exactly.
But you moved away.
I sure did.
And you came back. What brought you back?
My family.
There's lots of beautiful, beautiful statues along the Malecon. What are some of your favorites?
My favorite one had to be the continuation of life. And I guess the harmony about this sculpture is unique. It's awesome because it resembles Mazatlan, the whole continuation of life, and always together as a family. It doesn't matter where you go, you always have to do it together.
Well, that bus ride was fun. Now for some art and history.
Welcome to Mazatlan. This is our art museum, and across the street is our archaeological museum. Vámonos! Let's go see some art.
Welcome to my studio. I'm Glenn Rogers. In addition to my painting and my printmaking, I teach workshops here. Monotype is a one-of-a-kind printing process where you're basically painting on a piece of plexiglass. Now this is just black and white, but then you can go through it and add more colors, more layers, more information.
Glenn, obviously you're kind of a mover and shaker in the art scene here. Where do you see it going? I feel like it's just ready to kind of explode.
Yeah.
Like I really kind of feel something happening.
Yeah. Well, you know, with the art walk, it's created a lot of interest in art and the artists, and more artists are moving in because they're realizing, hey, this is a nice little artist haven we've got going.
In 1845, a little girl was born in Mexico City. As she got older and started to sing, people realized, boy, she's got a beautiful voice. She traveled all over Europe and became so famous she was known as the Mexican Nightingale. Julian Montiel, he was her manager for many years, so he started thinking, you know, she's got all this wealth, she doesn't have any children, and we'll get married. They did a wedding ceremony up in her room with some witnesses, and when it came time to say I do, she was dead. And they thought, oh, what if somebody finds out? We have to do this again. So they talked about it. Someone went behind the head of the bed and, do you take this man? And they took her head and went, uh-huh. Honestly, hey, you can't dispute that. She said yes, and he got everything.
Sheila, something tells me that we barely scratched the surface of your knowledge.
I believe that something that's telling you that is true, because there's just so much to see and do here.
Coming up on Next Stop, Tequila Making 101 and Mazatlan's Tasty Delights. There are many ways to get around Mazatlan, and my favorite, the most fun and intriguing way, is in their open-air taxis called pulmonillas. They're pretty much located everywhere, they're very affordable, and they come in all different shapes and sizes. They're a lot of fun. The drivers are way more than just drivers, they're historians and tour guides. They love to impart their Mazatlan history and give you tips of things to see and do here. My tip for you, negotiate your fare before getting in the pulmonilla. It's also important to know whether you're paying in pesos or US dollars. The current exchange rate is over 13 pesos to $1, so it's muy importante. Most importantly, enjoy the ride. Sure, Mazatlan has great beaches, great restaurants. It's a very cool city, but outside of Mazatlan, with Wanacoa, you'll find adventure.
Nice to meet you, John. I'm Jonathan.
Hi, Jonathan.
Welcome to Wanacoa. Let's get your harness on.
All right, I'm excited. Okay.
Now, step in. This is to protect your brain, just in case
What
that you
little
need it
that's
later.
left.
Yeah. And there you go, John. You're all set.
Well, Jonathan, I'm going to go ahead and say that the adventure started way before we got up to here. That was quite a ride.
That was great, eh?
That was fun.
And it's just the beginning, so.
Awesome.
Are you ready for this, John?
I'm ready for this.
Are you sure?
I'm ready. I'm ready.
I mean, I know you've done it before, but it's always different, you know?
Different is good.
Great. All right. You sure you can do it?
I'm positive.
All right, then.
Vámonos! Woo!
We're gonna take you down, okay? I'm gonna connect you to this device which is called figure 8.
This is a different way to get down.
Keep your legs apart from the rope, okay?
Awesome. That was a very cool way to get down. Our adventures continue on our way to the tequila factory. Woo! Viva la venata los Osuna! One of my absolute favorite things about filming in Mexico is the food. It's so good, it's local, it's organic, it's fresh. We're on top of one of your suites here in your hotel. 4 generations.
4 generations, started in 1953, and I have the blessing of being in operations now and managing the hotel and working towards having people like you come and celebrate our food with people of the quality of cooking as Manuel. He's the president of the Chef Association in town, cordon bleu chef amongst many different cooking schools that he's been to.
And this is what Mazatlan's known for, the shrimp.
Yeah. This is absolutely what Mazatlan is known for. This is a type of shrimp called U5 or blue giant shrimp of Mazatlan.
The food scene in Mazatlan, we've had several great dinners at some great restaurants. Topola's was one, I believe.
Absolutely.
Great
Spectacular
place.
food, definitely.
Old Town
definitely.
is a cool place. Every restaurant's a little bit different. You really feel the culture here.
Absolutely. You know, Mazatlan's been around for more than 300 years as a port. So there's a lot of tradition in the downtown area. You have kind of an eclectic infusion of German, French, Spanish. Now we add a little bit of seared mahi-mahi or dorado. Next step is to add a mole sauce, which is actually a chocolate-based sauce. And this is traditional in Mexico.
I love that.
Primarily
So good.
from South Central Mexico. So what we've done here is we've taken recipes from around the country and infused them into a very traditional Mazatlan meal.
That looks good, man.
It looks awesome. So how long should we wait?
Well, I mean, you're the guest, so I'm just about to jump at it. So you tell me, what is the courtesy wait time on your show?
Well, there really is no set time. It's kind of like when you want to do it. And you're the king, remember? I'm your taster. So I'm going to go ahead and dig in and taste one of the shrimp.
All right. I'm gonna have to follow you up on that one because you know I just can't sit back on that. So good, you gotta take 2 bites, man.
That
I'm
is so
sorry.
good. Coming up on Next Stop, Mazatlan's talented, artistic, and cultural community. The cultural scene in Mazatlan is en fuego. It's on fire. Tonight we celebrate that. You're the man that directs all the culture in this gorgeous city of Mazatlan. And you guys did this all for us?
That's all for you.
Thank you. Muchas
course.
gracias.
We have an opera company, ballet company, folkloric company, an orchestra, professional, youth,
So tonight we're going to have a jazz band.
jazz band. You will have a ballet couple, you have a folkloric dance. These are all students. All but the ballet are students.
And we also are going to celebrate Carnival. Carnival is big. Like, this is one of the biggest celebrations of Carnival in all the Americas. Obviously, we missed it. But tonight, we're going to capture a little bit of it.
Well, a little drop.